So what would you say, having gone through these very low times, that dealt with depression, dealt with being institutionalized, dealt with feeling kind of bullied?
Yeah.
What do you say to people listening right now who are going through a version of that? What can you do to either get out of it or somehow accept it and turn chicken shit into chicken sandwiches? That was a phrase my lawyer used to use.
That's great. First of all, the very opening, the words in the book are from Rilke, and it's let all things happen to you, beauty and terror. Read them there. They're right on that page.
Yes, let everything happen to you, beauty and terror. Just keep going. No feeling is final.
That's first and foremost.
Oh, that's great. That's So no matter how bad it is now, it's not going to last forever.
No feeling is final. And the single greatest thing that I've learned how to do is to understand my nervous system and understand the messages that my nervous system is saying. People go, it's so nebulous. No. Okay, just check in right now. What are you feeling as you're driving in your car listening to this podcast? In your body, are you tense? Are you what's going on? That is your nervous system talking. And we can check in with that at any moment, in any conversation throughout any day, right? And the more we learn that, the deeper into it we can get. And what I'm suggesting here is there's a place in every single person that is always at peace. It's buried under a lot of layers for people, for most of us. But there is a place in each of us that is always at peace. It is always at rest. And it needs nothing. It is literally rock solid. And as you learn to access that place in any moment when you're feeling triggered, when you're in an argument, whatever the fuck it is, if you're in a bad situation, you can always access that place. That takes work. It's not, there's no biohack for that, right? Psychedelics don't do it. None of it does that. Learning how to access that place. So that's the first thing. And secondarily, learning how to ask for help, even when you're in scary positions. That's second. But let's just drill down a little bit on that. So let's say I am really depressed. Mm-hmm.
What do I do? Who do I call? Ask for help.
Well, who do you call? I mean, do you have somebody that you can call? That's the first and foremost thing. Do you know? I was talking to Simon Sinek about this, and I was telling him I was crying, and he goes, not right then. He goes, who do you call to cry? And it was such a beautiful question.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I could call you, but I had never thought of that. So, who do you call to cry? Do you have that person? Okay, there's your first thing. If you don't, figure that out, there's no easy answer. Because like I said the other day, there I am I have all the fucking resources. I have read every book. I've written a book about this, and I can't get off the side of my bed. There are no easy answers for this. The simplest thing you can do is just do one thing.
Mm-hmm. Just keep going.
Just keep going. And even doing that one thing isn't going to necessarily make you feel better. And that's okay. For me, it's stepping far enough out to go, I'm sad. That's it. I'm just sad. And that's where I am. And that's where apparently I need to be right now. And not fussing about trying to hijack, and biohack our way into some better state of being. If you're sad, be fucking sad for a second. Just be sad. Let yourself do it. Doesn't mean stay there, but I guarantee if you let yourself feel it, you will move through it faster rather than trying to reject it. It'll just keep coming back.
Or paper over it with noise or music or drugs
or sex. I've done it all. And guess what? It doesn't work. It does not work.
Works in the short run.
It works in the short run, So that's one thing. And I think for the other side of this is when people always go, what do I do if somebody's struggling? Okay, that is actually maybe even a better question. We are much better at noticing people who are struggling than we think we are. When you notice that, call them and share. Don't necessarily put the onus on them to tell you how they're doing. Open up first.
Showing up and being present.
Being present and just connecting. Just connecting. So if you're struggling or you notice somebody's struggling, the antidote, at least short term, is connection. But that's hard to do. It's hard because people who hurt oftentimes don't want to be a burden. And so they're not necessarily going to reach out. They don't want to burden. I don't want to call you and be a bummer all the time. Does that make sense?
It makes sense, the all the time part of it. But I would argue that if you called me, it would telegraph to me that you think I possess some wisdom, maybe.
Of course.
You telegraph to me that you trust me, that I'm a true friend. And I think people who are reticent to make that call forget that actually the person you want to call are probably going to be grateful that you did, feel honored.
That's the other side of it, is your reaching out for help is very rarely a burden. It's actually an honor. And it makes your friends feel good. It makes your friends feel like they can show up for you, and it endears that connection and deepens it. And so that bond, who do you call when you want to cry, is created.
All right, if you're looking for your next actionable step to stop wishing and start doing, go ahead and click the video on your screen right now. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button so you can keep getting the practical advice you need to live longer and better. Be a huge favor to me. And we'll see you in the next episode. I guarantee you'll like it even better than the one you just saw.